and welcome to this lesson on the parts of your ukulele. I'm going to start up here with this piece of wood, which is called the head. Attached to the head, you're going to have tuning keys and tuning pegs. Very often the tuning keys and tuning pegs are just referred to as one thing, and that would be tuners. At the base of the head, we have a piece of plastic or nylon or some sort of synthetic bone sometimes, and that piece is called the nut. Underneath the nut and where the head starts to go towards the bigger part of the ukulele, we have a neck. Neck is made up of two pieces. The lighter piece of wood is the neck, and then the top piece of wood is the fretboard. The fretboard is named that because these vertically placed metal pieces are called frets. They're installed into the fretboard. Frets count from the nut upward, so this would be like the bottom and then this would be the top. The neck finishes off coming into this bigger piece of the ukulele, which is called the body. The body is where we have the hole where the resonance or the sound of the ukulele will come out of. This is called the sound hole. Then we have where the strings are attached. If you didn't notice, there are 4 strings on our ukulele attached to the tuning pegs. And then down here, attached to this piece of wood. This piece of wood is called the bridge. And then the piece of plastic, which is very familiar to the nut that sits inside of the bridge, is called a saddle. Now what happens is when we play a string, it's vibrating between the saddle and the nut, and that's what creates the tone or the pitch that you hear. When you press on a string near a fret, for example, like this, you're shortening the length of vibration. So instead of it vibrating from the saddle to the nut now, it's vibrating from the saddle to the fret, which my finger is pressed behind. As I said, there are 4 strings on the ukulele, and each one of them has its own name. We're going to start here with number 1. Number 1 is named A. Number 2 is the next one up, and that is named E. Number 3 is the next one up. It's named C. And then the next one up is 4 and named G. The little phrase I give my students to help remember the string names goes from string 4 to 1. So it's going to be goats can eat anything. Again, that's goats can eat anything. G, C, E, A. You can create your own phrase going 1 through 4 or 4 through 1. As long as you can remember it, that's all that's important. Okay, last little bit is we have a strap button. Strap buttons aren't on every single ukulele, but they allow you to wear a strap. So sometimes you'll have one just at the base of the body, and sometimes you'll also have another one towards the top of the body or even in this part of the neck, which is called a heel joint. In general, you don't need one of these to wear a strap. They make ones that actually hook inside the sound hole. Ukuleles are really light, so those work just fine. And that's actually the kind that I typically use when I do need to wear the strap. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. I hope you learned something today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next one.